Today I will answer the age-old question, that is, what is Eden Zero? Is it an anime? Okay, yes. But more specifically, what is the link between Eden Zero and Fairytail? Like, is it related to Fairytail in any way? If you plan on reading it or watching it at some point on Netflix in the future, or even if you are not sure what exactly Eden Zero is to Fairytail, you're in luck, because this video is for you, or for your friend that seem to not understand quite what is Eden Zero, as I will try to do my best to clear it up. So yeah, first thing first, Eden Zero is an anime based on a manga written and illustrated by Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairytail and Rave Master. But as for if it's connected to Fairytail in any way, it's not a sequel taking place after it, nor is it a prequel taking place before it. And no, it's not a spin-off, it's its own thing, you know? Like Fairytail was to Rave Master. In short, it's not connected to one of Mashima's previous works story-wise. It's not even a next generation thing, like Boruto, as the lore from Eden Zero is brand new. It's like with Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, both sharing the same creator but having their own world that doesn't connect between each other. But then why is a character looking like Urza in the manga of Eden Zero? And why is there a happy in it if it's not the happy of Fairytail? Well, now I will answer all those questions, so wait a little bit for that. First of all, if it's not a Fairytail related story, what is Eden Zero? Well, it's a space adventure with sci-fi element for starter, meaning that magic doesn't exist in Eden Zero, even if the power the character uses is kinda like magic, but still not magic. And it's a more One Piece-esque adventure than the last one, meaning that they got a clear end goal where everyone wants to go from the start, and need to go to many different planets with their own lore and problems, kinda like the island they go to in One Piece, or like when in Fairytail they got to new place with like the lore of that place, I guess. But the point is that they don't go back to the guild at the end, they just continue forward on their spaceship, kinda like in One Piece where they continue forward on their boat. But unlike One Piece, in a very Mashima type of way, I mean, it still feels like a Hiro Mashima's manga, which I think is great, but it's not exactly like Fairytail either, you know, as the characters have their own unique quirk that make them fun in their own way. You have to watch it to really understand, I think, and if you're that far into the video, I think you probably will, or you just like my video, which I will thank you for. Thank you. But then why do those two shows look alike? Why does Eden Zero look so similar to Fairytail? Well, it's because it's drawn and written by the same guy, and I don't know if you read a lot of comic books, but a lot of the time artists have very distinct style that carry over from work to work, like Alex Ross, John Romita Jr., or even some manga artists, like how the character from the video game Chrono Trigger looked like Dragon Ball character, as Akira Toriyama did the character design for that game, and Akira Toriyama draws character like Dragon Ball character because that's just how he draws. It's like a brand, so the character in Eden Zero are not copy from the one in Fairytail. It's just that this is the way Mashima draws his manga, the Mashima brand if you want. But still, that doesn't really explain why some character from Eden Zero look like character from Fairytail. Aren't they just the character from Fairytail then? Well, no, I still assure you they're not the same character, as I don't know if you watched Rave Master before, but Fairytail character like Blue and the character design for Jalal actually came from that show. Like Jalal was even introduced as Sig Rain in Fairytail, you know, when he was faking being someone else, which is a clear reference to his Rave Master counterpart named Sig Heart. And for Eden Zero, it's the same character design or borrowed, like the mascot character being Blue in Rave and Happy in Fairytail. They even both appear at some point in Eden Zero, so does Natsu and Lucy in the background, not because they are connected in any tangible way to that show, but because they're fun Easter egg in the background. As for Urza and Jalal look alike, Elsie and Justice, they're just fun nod and carryover from the previous show. Jalal even already was a carryover of sort of a Rave character. Yes, they have pretty similar design and personality, but they're still different characters. They have different role in the story, and And if you ask me, I think it's really cool to see his previous story idea rework into something new, like a new take on those familiar faces. So yeah, no connection lore-wise to Fairytail. But this doesn't mean you shouldn't watch or read Eden Zero. It's still Hiro Mashima doing his best to make a story that is fun all the way through. He just likes doing fun callback to the past in his story. You can say he is copying himself, but I think that is a little silly to say, as he is essentially copying himself down. And like I said, those characters are cool, so why not make other characters inspired by them? And if you really want to see the cast from Fairytail interact with the one from Eden Zero, well, there's a really fun crossover named Heroes that you can go read. That crossover for 6 issues, the Fairytail, Eden Zero, and Ravemaster manga, poking fun at the lookalike character and being a lot of fun at the same time. I can recommend it enough if you like those series, but it is better when having a good understanding of those show or manga. So yeah, maybe read some Eden Zero before it. It is really good though. For real, even if Eden Zero is not related to Fairytail in any way, which it is, it's not related to Fairytail in any way. Not a sequel, not a prequel, not a spin-off. It has no connection. This doesn't take away that this manga is still really good, especially if you like Mashima's previous work. There is still a lot of fun to be had in there. Fan service and badass moments. So yeah, give it a try if you haven't. I am sure you will like what you see. That's all for today, so don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe if you like the video and want more videos like those. Thanks for watching, guys.